Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm here with one of my favorite people, Ms. Sherry DeCastro, former Ms. BVI, teacher Sherry. Welcome to Spotlight.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, good to see you. I haven't seen you in years.
Yes, it's good to be here as always.
Yeah, you know, years is a thing, a matter of speaking. How
Yes.
you send people talk. Yeah, it's good to have you. You go school teacher, and now you're teaching in a private capacity.
Yes.
I want to know about the transition, first of all. Why you moved from teaching in the public school to this kind of teaching?
Well, I wanted to put some focus in an area that I believe is very significant in our territory at this point. I believe we have slipped greatly in focusing in on literacy, which is an individual's right to read and write. And, you know, I did a lot in the high school. I was there for about 3 years. I enjoyed my time. I actually learned a lot where literacy is concerned and was able to see firsthand some of the struggles that my students faced. And the truth is, given the curriculum and given the time scheduled, there wasn't enough time to help them in the way that I believe they needed help. So I decided that I would use my abilities, you know, through English to reach out in a more private, community-centered manner and hopefully put a dent in this issue and help it to lessen.
So is literacy, do you have any data on literacy in the territory? Is literacy that big a challenge? I know we have the PVI Reading Council that advocates a lot for literacy and learning to read and that sort of thing. And now here you are again in a private capacity. Is literacy in the territory really a challenge? We seem to think that we are doing pretty well.
It's a major challenge.
Yeah.
I think the results are shocking.
Is it understanding or word recognition? Because it seems to me like
it's all. I think the biggest problem that we have in the high school, I can attest to it, is reading comprehension. And if you can't comprehend, it translates in every subject area. And we see that in English. And you know, the truth is that the kids have to know how to do different stuff. They have to know how to define, to classify, to analyze, to create, all these different things. But the truth is that if they don't have those skills, if they aren't taught those social skills, then they won't be able to use them. So I think it's a big problem, and the focus needs to be on them learning how to acquire these skills so that they can apply them not just in English but every subject.
So hence your Right to Read program.
Yes.
Tell me about the Right to Read program. How
Right
did it come
to Read.
about and what is it?
Right to Read. English is my passion, and I just decided that it's time for me to walk my passion in a different way. And you know, I'm a poet. I love that, so that's just in my blood. But Right to Read for me, it plays on both words, right? RIGHT and WRITE. I believe that everybody has the right to read. We usually promote children to read so that they could learn to write. My concept is a little bit different. It's the opposite. Teaching kids to write so that they could love to read. It's a pair development kind of process where the kids in my program will be paired with somebody at their level, their writing reading level. And a lot of the reading that they will be doing will be their partner's work. And editing that and helping them to draft and giving ideas, sharing thoughts and that kind of stuff. So that the stuff that they're reading is relevant to them right there, right then. And it helps to build that camaraderie and that support among children and help them to, you know, get to know and read material that makes sense to them right now. Of course, venturing out into the different texts that we have as well that they would need to do in school, but we have to get them to love reading. Right now they don't. And if they don't love reading, they won't write.
But then you're competing against these nice little cute gadgets we have on the table here.
Well, that's not a problem. That's why we have the books on them. Well, you have to find ways to integrate. And that's where new literacy is coming to play in terms of education. You use the technological advancements to capture their attention. You know, and that's quite easy. Instead of having them write on a paper, let them type on a computer or an iPad. You let them use a dictionary on the iPad. So there are different ways that you could integrate it and not make them feel like you're trying to take it away from them.
So this is a after-school program.
Yes.
How is it going to function? What is the logistics of it?
So it's the program is from 4 to 7. Those are the working hours that will be established. Children are expected to be at the program 2 days per week. That's the 2 days. And each day the program runs for 7 months, 28 weeks, and they will be given weekly benchmarks specific to where they are. So they'll be given different grade level tests that they will be able to take so that I can see where they are and then pull them up to where they need to be considering the form or class that they're in. And I want to stress that it's specifically, this isn't tutoring. That's not what this is. This is instruction that is individualized to meet the needs of your child. And so that's the twist with this program.
So when they finish with your program, what should we expect? What do the parents' expectations should be? They
should expect them to be reading at a level that they should or even beyond. Because the truth is, once I get them to love reading, and that's why I have they won't be in the classroom all the time. I have different programs that will take them outside of the classroom to experience something a bit differently, to come back and metaphorically use it in the classroom. One of them is Hooked on Reading, where I'll be liaisoning with a fisherman. It's something as simple as that. Kids don't usually fish. I mean, look at all the water. But I want them to understand through Hooked on Reading that we can go out, have a little fun, come back into the classroom, use those strategies, the words that are involved in fishing, come up with a poem, a creative piece, something that will make them want to write and not just write about some prompt that we find in a textbook.
Okay. What are the age ranges you're going to be
I'm pretty open. Right now, the lowest age that I will accept is 5 years old. But I have kids ranging from class 1 at this point to form 5. So anywhere in between there, I'm pretty open. Once the kids are willing and the parents see the need, I will try to work as best. The thing is that there are limited spots available because I want to pay specific attention to each child. So if people are interested, they need to get at me ASAP because spots are limited.
How many students are you planning to take at one time?
At one point, the maximum I'm taking is I'm in between 30 to 36, and that spans across. I've broken it down already, so seeing how scheduling will work. So that's the maximum, and some spots are already taken.
So you're gonna have different. All the 30 persons going to be coming all the 30 students going to be coming at the same time?
Not at all. We're splitting it up depending on the hour. They come twice a week, so it's either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. And then within those 3 hours from 4 to 7, we will have a different amount of children coming at that point.
Okay. And where are the classes going to be located?
Okay, right now we're bouncing. I'm trying to keep it central, so it will be in the town area. But the absolute decision will be made by the 15th. But it is central, located in town, but I'm still trying to decide and figuring out the logistics between two spaces.
Okay. So as of now, you haven't quite started as yet?
No, the program launches on September 29th.
Okay. And the time is 4 to 7?
Yes.
And is there a cost?
Yes, there is a cost. The cost is $20 per session. And for a monthly cost of $160.
So so a session would be from 4 to 7.
No, the session is each session is 1 hour. So the child is given that specific instruction for that 1 hour twice per week, and it's $20 per session. So $40 a week, totaling to $160 a month.
Okay. And if somebody want to contact you to get the information.
My number is 4427335. I'll be more than willing to help. You can also shoot me an email at righttoreadbvi@gmail.com.
Okay. And are you going to be the only person teaching, or you have other teachers as well?
At this point, yes. If the need is great and we have an influx of children, there will be need for more people. But for right now, it's just me.
Okay. And is it going to be, can you class it as a school or is it just a program?
I call it a business because there's different aspects of it. There's also the adult aspect of it, where adults who do have struggles with reading and writing can come in on a private basis and learn and better themselves so that they could be better in their careers and seek out a better life, period. And there's also an ESL part to it, which is English as a second language, where both children and adults whose second language is English, so we're talking about Spanish students or even adults who can also use this program to help to better their English.
Okay, so let's go over this again then. You have basically 3 phases of this program.
Yes.
You have the children that's learning to read through writing.
Yes.
Then you have the adults who might have challenges.
Yes.
Then you're teaching them to bone up on their, for lack of a better word, bone up on their
Yes.
reading skills.
Yes.
And then you have the person that speak other languages. You're teaching them how to speak
Yes.
English. Well, that's how are you going to mitigate the challenge with parents, adults who might be a little ashamed of the fact that they can't read?
That's my major concern. I would say, pride go before a fall. There comes a point when, for personal advancement, you have to be intrinsically motivated to better yourself. I am willing to help, and I believe it's very necessary, considering dialect, though I appreciate it, I love it, I speak it when necessary, but there comes a point when you need to move beyond that. And if you see the need as an adult, I encourage you to contact me, and I can help you privately if that is a concern, because it will be private. But I encourage you to better yourself, and you will also be able to help your children, because if your children hear you speak better, they will be motivated to do it as well.
Okay, great. We're on the turning of the clock.
Yes.
Tell us how to get in contact with you and to register for the program.
Yeah, so you can contact me at 442-7335 to register for the program, and you can also shoot me an email at righttoreadbvi@gmail.com. I also want to plug my first event, which is the launching event. It will be a bowling tournament where corporate entities and government agencies as well and communities in the BVI are coming together for a bowling tournament that is called Strike Out Illiteracy, No Time to Spare. And I'm just really excited for the support that I'm getting from corporate BVI to sign up, and this event benefits learning resources and books for the kids when they do become a part of the program. So I'm really excited.
That's great. Well, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, as always.
Sounds like a really good program, needed program, and I wish you all the success.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And keep in touch. Don't stay away so long.
Always. The book is coming soon.
All right,
the countdown is on.
Great. Charity Castro, Right to Read. Check her out. We'll be right back with Desiree Smith, artist, pop artist, right after these words from our sponsors. Keep it locked right here to Spotlight.
Spotlight is brought to you by Tortola Concrete Limited and H. Lavity Stout Community College.